How's everyone doing today? It's JJ Domination, and I'm here with my boy Aaron from the J&A podcast.
What's up?
So, yeah, I forgot to ask how you were doing. Bad manners. So, today we are going to be talking about an intriguing draft prospect that actually just committed, as of yesterday, to going to the NFL Combine and entering the NFL Draft and playing football. Kyler Murray, the Heisman winner from this past NCAA football season. And, well, I have a few questions. So, a lot of people are kind of on the fences with him committing to football over baseball. So, Aaron, my question to you is, do you think he made the right decision?
Yeah, definitely. Something we were talking about later off camera is how much more money, and this is obviously not the best way to think about it, but how much more money you make as an NFL player as you do in the MLB. And it's actually pretty crazy. What you saw is like $6 more million off your rookie contract if you go in the first round than Aaron Judge, one of the better players in MLB. Right?
Yeah, I did like give you a comparison, yeah, with some salaries and stuff.
So it's like, I like it because what he's thinking about in our eyes is he's thinking about money. You know, like worst things that worst, if it doesn't work out in the NFL, he still gets that $6 million guarantee. You know what I'm saying? He still has that $6 million, and he can go to the MLB where, at that point, people would say he belongs. Win-win. You get paid, and you feel me? Like he's in one of them situations where you do you, fella, and he is doing him, and that's what I like. He's I like the call. Get somebody to bite on you, and as he quoted, let them be to his franchise quarterback. We're going to see how that works in 4 years, possibly 2, because we're going to see, you know, if he's actually worth the hype or not. And I kind of like it. So, what about you, Jaden?
I don't like it. I love it, and I'll explain it a little bit more. So, when I was talking about the salaries, I brought up Aaron Judge, who is a highly drafted player, one of the better players, of course, like you mentioned. And I brought up Dak Prescott's rookie salary. Now, keep in mind, Dak Prescott, a 4th-round pick. Okay, Dak Prescott actually makes more than Aaron Judge. And Aaron Judge has been playing baseball for like 3 or 4 years. And Dak Prescott, you know, same deal. He's been playing football for a little bit too. But this is without incentives for Dak Prescott. With Aaron Judge, that's with everything. So keep that in mind too. Of course, we're not going to count like endorsement deals or anything, because Dak Prescott would still make more. But I didn't factor in endorsement deals when I looked up contracts and stuff.
If there was endorsements, I think Aaron Judge would take it though, low key, because he's more popular.
And yeah, the New York market. And even though technically, if you're a really good baseball player, I'm talking Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, those guys. Yeah, you can make more money, but that's a what if, and that it takes a while because Bryce Harper is just now getting a big payday, and he hasn't even decided, I don't think, where he's gonna play. And you look,
I'm just kidding. Sorry, we won't go there.
I don't know, but you know, with Kyler Murray, he's in a really unique situation. I'm pretty sure everyone already knew that, with him being good at football and baseball. But what did he win, like a kind of like an MVP award in football, not baseball?
Football, Heisman.
He won that Heisman. Now, that's not a knock against baseball. I'm not saying he shouldn't play baseball at all. Russell Wilson plays. He's actually on the Yankees.
Okay.
I mean, he's alright, I guess, for baseball. I don't watch.
We might do that. We might do it.
Yeah. With Kyler Murray, though, one of the things you have to keep in mind, of course, he's most likely going to be a first-rounder. Granted, like, if you don't get injured and everything, at the Combine goes pretty standard. which means he is going to be making a lot more money to start off compared to what he would have made if he had entered the MLB. And
Mm-hmm.
when his contract's up in 4 years or 3 years, however many years it takes, depending on where he gets drafted and whatnot, he can be average and still get paid. Whereas in the MLB, if you are average, you're not going to get the big bucks that guys like Bryce Harper and Mike Trout get. I mean, he can be, no offense to Derek Carr, but he could be on Derek Carr's level and make $25 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's not a knock towards Derek Carr. To compare salaries.
It's I like it. I like the move.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I'm not knocking on him not playing baseball or anything like that. I just feel like he made the right decision to play football. You can't think about 10, 12, 15 years from now. Nothing's guaranteed in life. Take the money now while you have the chance to get it.
Yeah.
We can't live for the future. You have to live in the present moment. So shout out to Kyler Murray.
He had a good agent.
Absolutely. I think his agent is the same agent as Cliff Kingsbury, who's ironically the Arizona Cardinals head coach. So my second question to you, probably the final question to wrap up the Kyler Murray stuff. What team should draft him? Regardless of position, in the draft, what team should look into him?
You know, I'm gonna have to put in a trade. This is gonna have to be a part of it. If you want my truly honest opinion, I'm gonna have to factor in a trade real quick. Okay?
Yeah, I mean this isn't a mock draft, so yeah, you can do a trade.
Tampa's gonna have to trade down, okay? Because there's no way in hell I would get him with that high of a pick. Tampa can low-key win this out. What Tampa can do is trade down and get whoever's trying to buy it. Whoever wants it, they can trade down to trade down to about 20, 25 around there, and low-key and then get Kyle. And then so I really like Tampa because what's going on with Jameis, you know.
Yeah, there's nothing guaranteed. I don't think he's getting any more chances.
Yep. And if that would be a really good GM move on Tampa. You know, go ahead and trade down, get that assets. Or if you're trying to feel soft, you get with who you wanted to with that good pick, and then trade up.
Trade back in.
You know, trade back in. But I mean, just most safest bet would be to trade down. But whatever y'all feeling, man, that's who I truly would like with Tampa.
Tampa Bay. You know, I'm gonna go with an NFC team as well. It's gonna be the Washington Redskins, and I'll tell you why.
Right.
Yeah, because Tampa Bay is a lot better. But we don't know the future of Alex Smith. Okay, the dude practically has a broken leg.
Broke his fibula.
And it's already been confirmed he's not playing next year. I don't know if he'll ever play again. I mean, your team outside of offensive line and probably a big receiver, it's not like a whole lot of weaknesses. So just go ahead and get that quarterback. Just get it over with. Bring in some excitement to Washington. Actually not have the lowest attendance record in team history next year. Just bring in some excitement.
As of right now, I don't know if he's going to, I have to look at it, so I'm not going to put my 2 cents on. But if Redskins are trying to lock something up, I wouldn't be him because I don't know if he's the best quarterback. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's no guarantees.
But we pretty much agreed last year who the best quarterback was. I don't know. Or who was the most pro-ready.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and tell you, I've watched film on at least 6 or 7 different quarterbacks. I can go ahead and tell you it's Kyler Murray or Dwayne Haskins. There's just a lot more glaring weaknesses with a lot of the other guys.
Mm-hmm. And does he use his legs?
What do you mean use his legs? Like, to...
Can he get out the pocket if he needs to?
Yeah, we're talking about Kyler Murray. Yeah, he can get out of the pocket. He's a heck of an athlete. The only knock on him really is he's short, which I've heard plenty of times. Kind of sounds like a guy that came out of Oklahoma last year, who I think's doing just fine for himself. And he broke some of Baker Mayfield's stats from last year. touchdown, rushing yards. I mean, passer rating even, and Baker Mayfield had a hell of a passer rating. So what does that tell you?
He's ready, fella.
Now, of course, it's going to come down to like what team gets him. Obviously, I don't know where he's going to be picked. It's really interesting. Does he get picked in the top 10? I don't know. Top 15? I don't know. Top 20? I don't know. It's just a really interesting situation. And plus, what if he decides like 2 years into his career, you know what? This football thing really ain't for me.
Which would be tragic.
And then you'd be the team that used the top 10 pick to get him, and now you're looking stupid. So it's a lot to think about.
But especially watch him win like Rookie of the Year and then go off the second year. But he's like, you know what? It's just not for me.
Man, it's really hard to get to a Super Bowl.
That would be so disappointing. It's like you drafted somebody that was a Rookie of the Year and then just like have a really baller season.
Yeah, that would absolutely be unfortunate, but I am wishing the best for Kyler Murray, of course. I don't know what we're doing on draft night. I assume we're going to do what we've been doing for the last few years.
Yeah, of course.
So,
no cap.
Hopefully no plans change there, but yeah, I mean, Kyler Murray.
People always be changing plans.
I know, right? Kyler, good luck to you, sir.
Alright, just kidding.